everyone, welcome back to another Taekook one shot. From a distance, laugh and a lot of talk could be heard. This group was not big but could instantly see that they were close friends. One boy stood out, of course, the stunning Taehyung. Finally, they had a night off and decided to go out for a few drinks with his co-actors and friends. Now, the only one not attending was Jungkook. Jungkook had a few meetings to attend still, so Jungkook would catch up with them if he would be done earlier. Taehyung was enjoying the company of his friends, finally some time to let loose and not having to think about the upcoming workshop for their next season of their BL movie. He was a little disappointed that Jungkook was not here with him. Taehyung always felt safe when Jungkook was around, and going out with him for drinks was always fun and comforting. Taehyung could lean on Jungkook and let him do the talking mostly. Jungkook was so social and confident. Taehyung really admired him. Just thinking about Jungkook made Taehyung smile. What are you thinking about? All smiling and silly? Jimin jokingly said to Taehyung, making the others turn their ways. Taehyung startled and got out of his daydream, feeling a little plus creep up. He got cash thinking about his his man. Even saying that made Tae flustered. Nothing, Jimina. Just thinking about the upcoming days, he said softly, turning his eyes so they didn't see the blatant lie he just told them. Yeah, right. Blessing for work. Don't think so. It's your boyfriend or your co-actor Jungkook, right? Yoongi teased him. The others started to laugh at that, nodding and agreeing with Yoongi, while Taehyung could only splatter out some more very obvious excuses. They kept on teasing Taehyung. They all knew Taekook really confessed their feelings to each other after that very obvious attraction they had throughout the filming of the BL movie. Taehyung was still a bit shy to show his affection to Jungkook, but Jungkook could just act the same because he had always acted as if they were boyfriends already. Jungkook was a little bolder lately, touching Taehyung more and acting a bit naughtier with Tae on the fan meetings, but that was all Jungkook could get, making Taehyung flushing his ear off. Their co-actors knew better though. Then, when they were alone, you could very much see how much they liked each other, and even Taehyung loved to cuddle up to Jungkook when they were alone. He just wasn't good to show any kind of pity. Let's drink for the man that's not here though. Jimin yelled a little too loud and lifted his glass, obviously a little tipsy already. Jimin was really Taehyung's best friend and all the group was as supportive as Jimin. Taehyung lifted his glass through not wanting to miss a toast on Jungkook, who wasn't here yet. The evening was full of fun, went by quickly. Even Taehyung was little loose and was laughing and joking with his friends. They played a few drinking games, getting them all a bit drunk. Taehyung knew he still had to face Jungkook, so he stopped drinking before he would go too far, and he already felt a little tipsy at that. They needed some fresh air, so he excused himself from the table and walked out of the crowded bar to the front porch. not noticing a man who had been eyeing Taehyung the most of the night, already getting up to and walking out behind Taehyung. Sometime later, Taehyung let the cool air wash over his heated face and let out a much needed sigh. Taehyung needed this. He loved going out with his group of friends but missed Jungkook now. Jungkook said he would be here half an hour ago already, so Tae was a little worried, wanting to give Jungkook a call. Taehyung patted his pants for his phone, but not finding it, he possibly left it inside. Taehyung wanted to turn around and get it, but was pulled back by an arm wrapped around his shoulder. Shocked, Taehyung wanted to turn around to find out who it was, hoping Jungkook finally showed up. It wasn't, though. The man who had wrapped his arm around Taehyung's shoulder was not at all Jungkook. The man was not even near to as good-looking as his man. Taehyung wanted to be bold with the way the man was eyeing him up and down. "Hey, beauty, what are you doing here all alone?" The man slurred, and the breath that was come to his way made Taehyung almost choked with how bad it smelled. The man was blending already and way shorter than Taehyung. He had a dirty white shirt on with probably drinks spilled on it. Taehyung shivered from disgust. "Well, no, actually, I'm here with my friends." Taehyung tried to be polite, not wanting to get into a fight with him. "Yes, I saw you. I watched you all night. Those legs," the man said, and looking down at Taehyung's leg with dark eyes. Taehyung felt very uncomfortable right now. He didn't like the way man was looking at him. The only one who was allowed to look at Taehyung with whatever rage he wanted, that was Jungkook, and the said man wasn't here right now to help Taehyung get out of this situation. They looked around and found that there was no one around, just his luck. Was everyone locked down or something? Taehyung needed to leave. They tried to get out of his grip, but no avail. The smaller man was pretty strong and gripped Taehyung around his waist with his other arm. "Please let me go. I have to get back." Taehyung tried again. He was trying to pull the man's arm away, but the man gripped him even harder. "Come on, baby. Let me take you home. I can help you get out of those tight pants." The man breathed against Taehyung's neck. Taehyung wanted to puke from panic. Right now, he was not able to get out of the man's grip. "Stop it, let me go," Taehyung now said loudly and in panic. He didn't want this. Taehyung was about to scream for help when the man was thrown on the ground. "The only one who can call him baby is me," Taehyung heard. Taehyung was about to scream for help when the man was thrown on the ground. "The only one who can call him baby is me," Taehyung heard a very familiar voice say. "Jungkook." They turned around and was so revealed. Jungkook came at the side right now. They didn't know what would have happened if Jungkook wasn't here now. Taehyung was a bit shaken before he fell in Jungkook's arm. "Don't you dare talk to him again or I will break that ugly nose of yours," Jungkook threatened the man who was still lying on the ground, gripping his shoulder in pain. "Let go," Jungkook said resolutely and gripped Taehyung around his waist to get him back inside the bar. Taehyung was stunned at the dominant Jungkook. He just witnessed a little turn on to. They walked back inside with wide eyes, still processing what just happened. If Jungkook wouldn't have been there, they didn't want to think about it. Lucky he was in Jungkook's arm now and a little flustered from the way Jungkook just looked so good and mainly out there protecting him. Taehyung thought they would be walking back to the table with their friends, but they was pulled further into a dim hallway to back past and toilets. Jungkook opened a random room and guided him inside. Taehyung just let him still startle with the way Jungkook was silently forcing him inside. Taehyung looked around and we saw they were in sort of a pantry. It was dark, only a little bit of light shone through the window above them. The moon was casting a dim light on their faces. "What are you doing, Jungkook? We should get back to our friends," Taehyung said, a bit panicking. What was Jungkook planning? Where did he touch you? Jungkook said, looking at Taehyung seriously, gripping Tae tightly around his waist. What? Taehyung was a little perplexed, not understanding what Jungkook meant. Where did the freak touch you, Taehyung? Jungkook said again, the time a little harder, sliding his hand under Taehyung's shirt, possessively pulling Taehyung up against him. He what? He didn't do anything. Luckily, Taehyung shuddered out. They felt how dominating Jungkook was acting, and Taehyung didn't lie when he got turned on from that very quickly. They felt embarrassed at that. How could he? He only grabbed my waist, Taehyung said, a little embarrassed when Jungkook slid his hand up Taehyung's sides possessively. Taehyung gripped Jungkook's shoulder to support himself to not fall back. "You're mine. No one can touch you, baby," Jungkook whispered in Taehyung's ear. Taehyung swallowed a cry. This was not a good moment to get needy. They were in public, but the way Jungkook was talking really did things to Taehyung. His heart beat faster, hoping Jungkook wouldn't notice this because Taehyung would be screwed. Literally, Jungkook started slipping his arm around his back and inspecting Taehyung to feel if there was anything different about him. Really, nowhere else? I will have to check for myself though, Jungkook said, smirking. He grabbed the hem of his shirt and pulled it quickly over Taehyung's head. What? What are you doing, Kook? You can't. Taehyung gasped, startled from the sudden coldness against his chest. I can't have some weird man's accent or touch on you, baby boy, Jungkook said possessively. Jungkook felt Taehyung all over and touching him all over his back and chest. When Jungkook's hand rested over him, his Taehyung let out a startled cry. He didn't touch me there, Taehyung gasped out. I will decide that myself, Jungkook said, lowering his head, blowing softly on Taehyung, getting a choked cry out of his lips. Taehyung tried to keep in his voice, chewing on his lips and gripping Jungkook's shoulder hard. Taehyung didn't know what happened to Jungkook. He was so possessive all of a sudden. Jungkook, please don't do this here, Taehyung pleaded with his CEO character boyfriend to no available. Jungkook kept on doing his work and placing kisses on Taehyung's neck and shoulder. Taehyung threw his head back, giving Jungkook more access to his sensitive neck, trying not to make any noises before someone could hear. You are not really responding as if you want me to stop, baby. Jungkook teased him, kissing up Taehyung's neck and jaw. Taehyung felt already too good to give an actual response. He just let Jungkook do what he wanted. Taehyung gripped Jungkook's hair and pulled him up to his lips. He wanted nothing more than experience the new side of Jungkook that he discovered. The possessive side really turned Taehyung on. He touched your shoulder, right? Jungkook smiled and kissed Taehyung's shoulder and leaving red marks and kisses on the skin. This shoulder is mine, love, Jungkook said in Taehyung's ear. Taehyung cried out loud, realizing his mistake. He slapped his hand on his mouth, pushing Jungkook away from him. Taehyung was breathing hard, and a deep blush was present on his face. They needed to stop this right now before Taehyung would let Jungkook go further right here and then. Taehyung thought, stop, we can't do this right now. What if someone walks in? They set out, trying to get away from Jungkook. Jungkook grabbed Taehyung's arm before he could open the door. At least fix your shirt, baby. Don't show others what's mine, Jungkook said in a serious tone. Taehyung looked down to his shirt that was ruffled and was pushed up on shoulder, where red spots could be seen already. Taehyung looked up wide eyes at Jungkook, pulling his shirt straight fast, like anyone would mind. Taehyung mumbled, but a little embarrassed. I mind your mind only I can see this, baby. No, it is not time to be bold, Jungkook said, leaning in and kissed Taehyung softly, pushing him against the door before he let them both out. Taehyung, still a little flustered and trying to straighten out his shirt, Jungkook walked out behind him with a smirk. He loved seeing Taehyung like this. Sadly, they were not at home now, or Jungkook could have done a lot more. Jungkook needed to get Taehyung home fast before he would attack them right in the middle of the bar, though. Jungkook still was angry at that ugly man who had grabbed his baby. He wanted to beat him up, but he knew Taehyung didn't like violence. He kept his anger in, but he would have to check that whole body of his love. No one could touch what Jungkook's. He grabbed a startled Taehyung by the hand and pulled him out of the hallway back into the bar. Taehyung was just let himself be pulled by Jungkook. Taehyung said a quick goodbye to his boys, who just waved. The look very confused. Jimin, though, was smirking and wishing them good luck. Taehyung was pulled away, though, before he could say something and waved fast. A goodbye. Jungkook pulled Taehyung out of the bar and pushed Taehyung into his car. They didn't know what to do and just let Jungkook put his seatbelt on and jump into the car next to him, racing off to his house. Taehyung got a little scared by the way Jungkook was acting. What was Jungkook planning? Taehyung looked over at a very focused Jungkook. Definitely not something good. Jungkook, don't get mad. Nothing happened. Taehyung tried, but Jungkook only looked over at his baby boyfriend and grabbed his waist harder. Not mad. I will just calm my mind by making it feel and give you some mark who you belongs to, so no one will ever try anything anymore. Jungkook smirked at him with a devilish grin. Taehyung gulped audibly. Taehyung was in for a rough ride. Jungkook sped up and raced back to his house. He was really bothered by the event that happened just a while ago. Jungkook never knew he could get so angry from seeing someone hitting on his baby. Jungkook felt his stomach crunch at the thought of someone else having Taehyung. Jungkook wanted to mark him up so everyone knew who Tae belongs to. He smirked. Yeah, that would be best. Reaching his house in no time, he grabbed Taehyung out of the car and guided him to his house. When Jungkook finally closed the door, he pushed Taehyung up against the hallway wall. Now I will show you that you belongs only to me, baby. They will know you belongs to me only, Jungkook whispered in his ear and attacking his neck again with kisses. Jungkook grabbed the hem of his shirt and pulled it over Taehyung's head, first disconnecting his lips but attacking his mouth after he pulled it off. Taehyung was still processing what Jungkook was saying and suddenly attacked before he was kissed. Taehyung could only grab Jungkook around his shoulder and let the man have his way with him. They got nearly so fast he felt a little too high. Taehyung let Jungkook taste his mouth and cried hard. After they were done, Jungkook pulled Taehyung up and laid down on the couch and laid Taehyung on top of him. Taehyung was still shivered from the intense work, lying down content on Jungkook's chest, Jungkook's arm around his neck. Jungkook looked down, seeing how he marked up his baby boy. Love marks decorated his neck, shoulder, chest, stomach and thighs. Jungkook was proud of his creation. He laid his head on the top of Taehyung's hair and stroked his back softly. Now everyone knew who this beautiful boy belongs to. Jungkook kissed the top of his baby boyfriend's head and gently pulled his face up to kiss his soft lips. Taehyung kissed him back lovingly. This was a new side Taehyung saw of his man, so protective over him. Taehyung loved it, and how Jungkook made him feel was even better. Taehyung was so all over, but it was a good kind that they didn't mind feeling. He back protested when Taehyung wanted to stand up with the way he was folded in half. Let's get cleaned up, Taehyung said, looking down at his body and all the red marks Jungkook had left on him, showcasing who he belongs to. Taehyung felt all tingly. With that, he was Jungkook's inside out completely, and Jungkook got up from couch, picking him up bridal style to carry Taehyung to the bathroom. Everything for you, beautiful baby, Jungkook smiled up at Taehyung. This is end of this one shot. I hope you will love it, and tell me your feelings about this one shot in the comment section. See you again with another one. Till then, take care, safe, bye bye.